Hi, welcome back to my channel. Nice to see you again, or meet you, whatever it may be. God, I always have cat hair on my face. It's my hair, not cat hair. I have literally zero idea how this video is gonna go. I've been trying to do this video for a while now. And if you saw my last video, I attempted to do this video already. And please do not make fun of my hair. I just wanted to try something different, and I see people looking really cute like this, and I don't know if I can pull it off, so I'm just gonna try it out and you tell me, okay? I am making another venting video. I have things to say, and I know a lot of people out there relate to these kind of things, and that's pretty much why I do make these kind of videos. I am so sorry my chair keeps making fart sounds. I need a new one. I don't know what else to do. So I do have a disclaimer before I start this video. People take things the wrong way. So let me start out by saying there are always two sides to every story. Not like I'm telling a story, but the things I'm talking about are very real. So like maybe I will be the first person to admit that I haven't always been the greatest friend in the past, and I'm talking about years and years ago. And people like to pull that too. They're like, oh, well, 10 years ago you used to do this to me, so like I don't know why you're like so bothered by it now. It's like, okay, well, the person that you're talking about 10 years ago isn't the person that you're talking to at this very moment. Think about yourself 10 years ago. Were you that same exact person that you are today? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. So I just feel like some people don't know how to move on from things like that. I'm gonna do everything in my power to try to continue doing my makeup as I'm chatting with you guys, because that's actually what I'm doing in this video. Not just venting, but I'm also getting ready for my day. See, these videos are a lot easier to do when you have wine, except it's almost 2 o'clock, so I'm not trying to drink wine right now. Background story, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in one of my previous videos where I'm venting, but I just kind of want to reiterate this. 5 years ago, I was coming home from being in Los Angeles for a semester of school. Long story short, LA really wasn't for me. Love it to death, beautiful weather, some really cool people, but some really not cool people. I knew really just 1 or 2 people, but I wasn't really that close with others. I had that experience, and I really thought that going out there I was gonna make a ton of new friends, because at the time I had a nice group of friends at home, but like I knew God, how do I say this? I knew that it probably wasn't gonna last much longer, because some of the friendships were on thin ice, and the people that I was surrounded by were really people that had done me really dirty in the past, and we had moved on from that kind of stuff, but it still lingered in the air. It was like almost like it never really was addressed, because at the time, and I still struggle with this but not as badly, I'm very bad at confrontation, and I don't think that's actually something a lot of people can do easily. My experience in LA, long story short, was that people suck everywhere. And these people that I thought I was friends with kind of disappeared slowly. Some stayed in my life. I really just talked to 1 or 2 people still from that program to this day, but I don't care about that at all, where I was going with this. And LA is known to have a lot of fake people. So that's part of the reason why I decided to come home. I could have finished my degree out there, could have probably done something online, another internship, but I wanted to come home. It wasn't the experience I expected, but I kind of needed that. It made me appreciate the friends that I did have at home. But the things after that started to fade away. Even though I had great friends here, they started to do their own thing. And that kind of made me realize, wow, this is kind of what my friendships have become. Like, this is kind of how it is. That sucks. I need to meet somebody who's gonna be my best friend, who'll be there for me no matter what. And I realized I needed a boyfriend. So yeah, that was kind of the point of my life where I realized that that's what I needed, and that once I do find the correct guy, I would hope that you know, I would be able to make friends that way. Maybe he would have some good friends that I could be cool with, and that he could be cool with the friends that I had to offer. Damn, this is getting deep. I didn't expect to be talking about all of this. I wanted to still be a good person, but at the same time, I felt like I was being a really good person for no apparent reason at all. So flash forward to a few months later, I finally met that person that basically essentially saved me from all of that mess, because I just felt like I was constantly walking on eggshells. Like, who knew the second one of these people were just gonna backstab me like they did in the past, you know? So when I first started dating Pat, people started to notice that I wasn't around as often. And then started the drama. People were talking about it a lot, and it surrounded me at work and outside of work. And at the time I was at McDonald's, so go figure. And that's kind of when I realized that I was right about these people. If you're happy with somebody, you should be happy for them, unless they're like a very, very toxic person. But Pat was not a toxic person. Like, everybody knows Pat. He's not a toxic person. So I was confused at why these people who were supposed to be my friends kind of turned on me and was kind of talking about me all the time now that I was in this new relationship and that I was finally with somebody that I was happy with. I don't like talking about jealousy, but like, now that people have proven to me these things, it does seem that way. And I hate that. I also hate when people tell me that I'm jealous about something because I'm talking. Like, I get it. I see both sides to the story, but sometimes people aren't jealous. Obviously, I have ended these friendships. I mean, some people still linger. Some people still try to talk to me here and there. Do they make plans with me? No. I already put in the effort that people deserve now, but they should know who they are. And I think that's really, really a part of growing up. It's like you realize that some people aren't worth that time. So I thought really after ending these friendships, I would feel a lot better in life, you know? Like, oh good, finally these people that have done me wrong are out of my life. I don't have to worry about getting hurt again. But it's kind of like recycling in a way, because then you meet new friends. Then they do the same thing to you. And then you meet somebody else, same thing. It's so weird. And then you start to think like, is it me? And you don't want to think like that, because that's not healthy. If you're really putting in the time for these people and then they turn around and do something messed up to you, it doesn't seem like it's a you problem at all. And I was kind of talking about this in my last, was it my last video? Like the effects of social media and like relationships these days, they connect. People are more obsessed with social media, and I've noticed that people are more likely to talk to me through like Instagram or Facebook rather than texting your phone, like personally. Like, what's up with that? Like, can I help you? Why don't you like actually try to talk to me instead of Instagramming me? Because of the way people are communicating now, I feel the need to communicate that way. And I hate it, because I'd rather just talk to you. Like, no one really talks on the phone anymore, and I'm not big on talking on the phone unless I have the time. But I'm all like, if you need to call me, let me know. Like, I'll make time to actually talk to you on the phone, because I know a lot of people these days don't. I think it's gotten to the point where I am scared to text people, because I'm like, are they gonna respond, or am I gonna feel like an a-hole right now? Like, and I get it, like some people just literally don't have time to text. Maybe they're at work and they open their text and like, oh shoot, I need to text Lauren back maybe later or whatever. I've done that before, and I realized the next day that I've forgotten to text back. I'm literally doing what I hate the most. And then I usually apologize. I text right back like, oh my god, I opened it at work and I forgot to text back. I'm so sorry. So when I started getting a little more pissed off about this recently was my birthday. And I kind of mentioned it in my previous video. I get so nervous about doing things for my birthday. Like, I hate texting people and being like, hey, going out for my birthday this weekend. Like, you should come. Like, because I get nervous that people aren't gonna come. Last year was the first time in years that I had actually gone out for my birthday, and I had such a fun time. So I decided this year I would do the same. I had a great time with the people who did show up, but to the people who didn't show up, like, thank you for not texting me about it. Like, I don't care if people can't come. I care more if you don't tell me you're not gonna come. Like, it's awkward. I shouldn't like take it to heart because I know like how it is the other way around, but I have the nerve to tell people. And if I have fallen asleep early, if that's the story, wake up the next day and text that person and just be like, hey, I'm so sorry. I went to bed early. I slept through your text. Like, it happens. Like, it happens more than people realize. And then it made me think, like, am I these people's back burner friend? So I prefer staying home these days, to be honest. Oh, I had a feeling this was gonna be too late. I'm probably gonna break out from all this. So I don't really like writing off people that easily though, because I do like to give people second chances. I like to give them the benefit of the doubt, because you really never know what's going on in somebody's life. People need to communicate more, okay? Speaking of social media, as much as I enjoy social media, I feel like it is the root of everybody's problems. I feel like the way we talk to each other is because of social media, how miscommunication happens. I feel like hanging out with people and like barely talking is because of social media. You know what I mean? Like when you're hanging out with somebody and like they're so focused on their phone, what's the point of that? So I did something the other day that no human should do to themselves. It's to go through their Instagram and see who's actually following you back and who's not following you back. And I did that because kind of what I was just talking about being a good friend and stuff like that. I just wanted to see, oh, who actually cares about what I have to say? I know not everybody watches my videos, and you're supposed to be my friend. You should be supporting me. So I went through my followers. You know how Instagram doesn't tell you who's following you back, but you can like type it in and figure it out that way. Well, I went through who I was following and then clicked back onto who was following me to like search. I saw a lot of stuff that I was shocked. But man, I didn't realize it was like that. Damn. And I know it's not the healthiest of things to go through your follower list and see what people you personally know are actually following you and who's actually not following you. But I learned a lot of things in that situation. A lot of things. No wonder what people think because I'm on YouTube and I'm doing YouTube things and I'm not like the most talented person with makeup in the world, you know what I mean? You're not everybody's cup of tea is, I guess, what I'm trying to say. But some people need to hear that. If it's somebody like you used to be cool with and you're like, oh, I didn't realize that we weren't cool anymore. Let me go back and unfollow you back. And that's exactly what I did. Sorry, but I'm not giving you the time of day, you know? I don't think anybody should worry and read too much into it either. I just wish people could rely on each other these days, and you really just can't. Sometimes it really is just one person that gets you. That's perfectly okay. But to the other people who just disappear or ghost you, people suck. And you know what else I realized? So I had to go somewhere a couple weeks ago. In the setting I was in, there were people that I have gone to high school with. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I had gone to my 5-year reunion for high school. That was a disaster. It was probably one of the worst things I had to do because people were weird. And people who I thought I was really cool with weren't so nice. I sometimes wonder if like doing my makeup confuses people sometimes because the way I do it now is not how I did it back when maybe these people knew me. But it's like, I still have the same face. Like, my face didn't change. So like, what's the dealio? So that's kind of how that reunion had gone. But where I had to go recently, very similar things were happening. And I remembered this one situation where me and this other girl who used to be cool with me and we were friends were crossing paths, and I looked up and I smiled at her, meaning like, hey, like, and I didn't say anything because like I just wanted to see if she would look and make eye contact with me and realize who it was, you know, because maybe she just wasn't paying attention. And yeah, she looked at me all right, and she gave me one of these. And here, let me do it again, okay? Just envision, I'm walking toward you. You look up and you smile because you recognize me, and I give you one of these. Like, what is that? You saw that, right? But it was one of those awkward moments, like, okay, I guess you didn't recognize me, or you did recognize me and you gave me a side eye. Like, I don't, what was that? What, can you explain to me what that is? Because I'm confused, because I would never give somebody that look if they were smiling at me. I would smile back and maybe say hi. But apparently that's not something that's easy for some people. That did it for me. I was like, after that, I looked at Pat, because Pat was with me, thank God. Can we go? Like, I think it's time to go. Like, my time is done here. And it kind of just confuses me, because I didn't do anything to that person ever. But that's how people are gonna be. And if you're young and you're watching this, watch your friends, okay? Because some people change. That was very eye-opening to me. And I really was planning on going to my 5-year reunion this year. I mean, my 10-year. I mean, not trying to make myself sound younger. After that, I'm like nervous to like even think about going. I can't help but think, am I even gonna be invited? Like, are these people gonna like remember to reach out to me? Cause like, I still have Facebook. And I almost feel like my 5-year was like on a whim, somebody remembered to invite me because it was very last minute. I wasn't exactly popular. I do know for a fact that I'm not the only person with this issue or any of these issues. And that's why I'm making this video, because I just know there's people out there who might not have literally anybody to talk to, and they may be feeling extremely lost. And like, I don't want people to feel that way, you know? And I don't think there was anything else specifically I needed to say. And I enjoy these videos. I really do. All I know is after these venting videos, I feel so much better. All right, guys. So I just went ahead and just finished the rest of my look because I had nothing else to really say. And I kind of ran through all the things I wanted to vent about today, because I could go on and on about venting for like years. And it just would be all out of sorts, that too hard for me to edit later on. So if you stayed and watched this entire video of me rambling, thank you, because I wanted to announce something at the end of my video. Now, if you guys didn't see already, I had posted this on Instagram. I did apply to be a Sephora Squad member. The program, it seems like to be one of those more real influencer programs, and they're giving the opportunity to Sephora employees as well, which is why I applied. The more testimonials you get, the more likely they'll look at your application. And I do have a very small following on both Instagram and YouTube, so I figured I would ask for help in this journey. If you guys could please just fill out a testimonial for me. I will post the link in my description on Instagram as well. It's also in my bio. If you are an employee that works at my store, you're actually not allowed to fill it out for me. So if you already did, thank you. I appreciate it. But I had to reread the policies and procedures, and I did see that you can't if you are in my store. So if you're outside of my store, please help me. I do appreciate the people who have filled it out for me so far. It means the world to me. I'm not really sure how long I have to fill out these testimonials, but basically what it is a way that you guys can support me and vouch for me and just let Sephora know how my content has helped you guys, or even just me personally helping you, whether it's makeup, skincare, whatever it may be. If I don't make it, it's okay, because I still have my YouTube channel and I still have my Instagram. So I do appreciate it, and thank you so much for watching, you guys. I know I haven't said subscribe in a while because I hate being that type of YouTuber, but if you would like to see more content from me, please do. And thank you so much for watching. Bye. Ooh. Bye.